If a tire can't be repaired properly, it's often because of inadequate grinding. For grinding, you need a good tool. So, what kind of tool should we choose and how do we use it well? Hello everyone, I'm from Sichuan Central Network, China. Today, I'd like to talk to you about the grinders we use for tire grinding. Some key points about their performance. As someone who repairs tires, when it comes to grinding, we should try to use a low-speed grinder instead of a high-speed one. Only the roughness produced by a low-speed grinder. This specific method is significantly more appropriate and effective for us to securely attach our repair patches. And it also allows the patch to form a much stronger and more durable bond with the tire surface without any risk of peeling off later on. So, this is why we recommend it. We generally need to use low-speed grinders, but many people find low-speed grinders difficult and tiring to use. What is the reason for this? Let me explain it to everyone here. First of all, when we are grinding, because our low-speed grinder is relatively large in size, when it enters the space inside the tire, it feels like the surface area is too big, making it inconvenient to operate. This requires us to practice more. Secondly, when we are grinding, there are often some relatively narrow areas. Alright, as you can see, in these relatively narrow areas, when you use the grinder, it tends to bounce, and if you're not careful, it can even hurt your hand. So what causes this? It's because when the grinding head makes contact, there are 2 points touching the tire at the same time, which makes it sluggish, and then the main inertia causes the machine to swing, creating a lot of force. So what should we pay attention to when using it? We need to make better use of the shape of our grinding head. First of all, everyone must remember that during the grinding process, the area inside this part of the grinding head cannot be used for grinding. Also, the edge of our grinding head, this part, cannot be used for grinding either. In other words, the main area we use for grinding is the middle section. By using the middle part, we can grind the tire better, allowing it to fit more closely with the surface of the tire. This will produce better results. For example, sometimes we can change to this angle. Dessert. Look, when you grind from this angle, you can make this surface look very smooth and nice. Then when we get to this position, if we keep grinding like this, as you can see, the contact area might not be ideal and the result won't be good. So we might need to change the angle and grind it from this direction. This applies to any part of our work surface. We all need this kind of approach. Similarly, when grinding the inner wall of our tire, we also need to find the right angle in the same way. Find the right angle, as you can see, and then there won't be any issues like the tool bouncing or swinging, and you'll be able to grind the tire easily. The more you use it, the more practice you'll need. Once you become proficient through practice, this will become your powerful tool for repairs.